In Las Vegas, Nevada, two groups of people had gotten into a heated dispute, allegedly over position in line. One group claimed that the other had cut in front of them, but the group being accused claimed that they had only gone to the bathroom and that they had a friend holding their position in line. But their story wasn't believed, and when told to go to the back, they refused to move, causing the argument to turn into an all-out brawl. And less than a minute into the fight, a man decided to pull out his gun, and this led to the situation escalating even further. When police arrived to the scene, 4 people were seen on the floor after being shot and taken to the hospital in critical condition, but the victims were later upgraded to stable condition, and a 21-year-old suspect whose name hasn't been released was arrested and charged with attempted murder and reckless endangerment. At a children's birthday party in Memphis, Tennessee, a man named Trevion Greer spotted one of his rivals who happened to be there at the same time, and after spotting him, they'd gotten into a verbal altercation and began hurling insults at one another while multiple people tried to hold them back. But holding them back wouldn't help when Greer pulled out his gun and fired multiple shots, leading to a shootout between the two men at the children's party.
Oh my God. Incredible pizza, y'all. Oh my God, y'all. Incredible pizza, these folks shooting. Dang. Oh my God. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now these folks shooting an incredible pizza. Let me get my bag.
During the shootout, Greer accidentally shot his own mother and was charged with attempted murder, aggravated assault, and tampering with evidence as he tried to throw the gun under a car after the shooting. And the other man named Peyton McDaniel was shot and taken to the hospital in critical condition, and it's unclear if he will also be charged as he wasn't the initial aggressor and simply shot back in self-defense. In Akron, Ohio, a woman had called police to report that her estranged husband, who she had a restraining order against named James Gross, had broken into her house and had her at knife point. And when police arrived to the house, they heard the woman upstairs in the room screaming, and when they kicked in the door, this is when the situation turned fatal.
Is he in there with you? Yeah. Open the door! What? Where you got me? Get the fucking hands off! Watch out! Hang on! Watch out! Yeah,
After police kicked in the bedroom door and Gross didn't drop the knife, he was tased by one officer and then shot twice by another and pronounced dead on the scene. And the 2 officers were placed on paid administrative leave while it's determined if this was a justified shooting. In California, a funeral for a man who had been killed was taking place at around 2 o'clock on June 20th. The service was going smoothly and as planned, but soon 2 masked men would arrive at the funeral. But the reason they were there wasn't to pay their respects, but it was the opposite, and they were actually there to hurt more people.
I wanted to do something quickly for his siblings requested.
Where's my son?
No.
The two men fired multiple gunshots through the window of the funeral home, striking a man and an elderly woman before getting in a car and driving off. And luckily nobody lost their life, but the two suspects responsible still haven't been caught. On January 6, 2020, a man and his wife were at their home when they began to hear somebody kicking down their door. This is when they looked out and saw two masked, hooded men trying to force entry into their house. The police were called, but the men entered the house in less than 1 minute, and the couple had no power to do anything except scream in terror as they watched two hostile men enter their home.
I'm gonna kill you because you're brother. I'm gonna smash your wife now. Get down here now. Get down here now.
The two men viciously beat the couple and robbed them before running out and fleeing the scene before police arrived. And luckily the victims didn't sustain any life-threatening injuries, but the men responsible are still unknown.